Keep It or Change Cars, the motoring podcast with news, views, and interviews.
Welcome to episode 3 of Future Classics. When we started with Alfa Romeo, BMW and Audi, do you agree we had it absolutely easy?
Yeah, 100%.
So now today we're going to do Jaguar, Land Rover and Lexus. Now, when I think of Lexus, I don't think of anything from the 70s, 80s or 90s. I think it came out in the late 1990s, 1998. Do you know what Lexus stands for as a matter of interest?
No, I won't even try to guess. No, I don't know.
So it will be interesting to see of those watching if they knew what Lexus stood for or stands for without going to Wikipedia. Lexus stands for Luxury Export to the United States. Lexus.
Wow, okay.
So in the 1990s, Toyota decided Toyota is good, but we need to take on the Germans at their own game. So we're going to make the Toyota perfect. Jaguar and Land Rover. Today we call it JLR.
JLR.
Classics from the 2000. Anything that comes to mind, for example, for Jaguar?
For Jaguar. So with me, that comes to mind on Jaguar was a Jaguar XJ, right? That comes to mind, an F-Type. That's all for me personally. But I know that there's a lot of classics before 2000.
Of course. But that's exactly what is interesting. The E-Type from the 60s. I mean, those cars are getting 3 million rand in South Africa today, but we know they're classic. For me, the Jaguar XF. Do you know the
Oh, yeah, that's
XF?
the sedan. Yes.
So
yes.
if I think of a BMW 5 Series, an Audi A6 or a Mercedes E-Class, those are the go-to. Then you talk about Volvo and S60. The Jaguar XF today around 300 to 350 for a nice low mileage 2015, 2016. When I look at that car, for me, quality and how does that car look?
Looks quite good. When you just said XF, it just immediately popped into my head. I knew exactly what you're talking about.
But now I've always said certain things are unfinished business. In 2013, I was on a cruise with a friend of mine, male friend, I show you, normal cruise. And I said, I want to buy an F-Type Jag. I showed Sean the picture. Sean looked at it and said, on one condition, that you buy it after me. Sean bought one. I never got the opportunity to buy one. What do you know about that year, the original 2013 F-Type?
Don't know much about the original, but I know F-Type as a whole.
Unbelievable. So it had 3 engines when it came out. It had the basic 250 kilowatt. Then it had the S, which had 280 kilowatts. Both of them V6 supercharged.
Mm-hmm.
And then the absolute monster Mania V8 had over 400 kilowatts, only rear wheel drive. It was basically undrivable because if you floored it, the tail used to fish. So we've done XF, we've done F-Type.
F-Type.
What else? I don't have a third. I'm on.
I don't know. That's why it's important for the public to now tell us the third, because now they can sit down and actually think and Google. We can't do that. So we gave you one. You guys give us a third one.
You have homework, guys. You have homework.
100% now. Land Rover.
Oof, what a brand. What a brand.
Very good brand.
So in the 90s, was it a good brand? They always used to make a joke. If there's no oil on the floor when there's a Land Rover parked, what does it tell you?
I don't know.
There's no oil in the engine.
Oh, wow.
A Land Rover would have an oil leak. So we talk about the 1990s. Go back a little bit. The Range Rover, the classic we know is a absolute,
yeah.
Not even a future classic. It's already a classic. Discovery 1, 2 and 3. What do you think of those cars? Have you ever driven a 1 and 2?
No, I've driven a 3.
And your impression of it?
Like it. Jason, which one does Jason have?
Jason. So Jason is our cameraman on All Things Motoring. I had the pleasure of selling him my beautiful, immaculate, one owner, 68,000 kilo, 12-year-old Discovery 3, black in color, brown. It's not that I'm taking pleasure in that I sold it. I'm nostalgic. I want it back. But the 1 and 2, if you drove a Discovery 1 or Discovery 2, there was one thing that they had in common. You've never driven one?
We've never driven one.
If you go around certain corners, it's literally a hair-raising experience.
Okay.
However, people don't care about that. The Camel Trophy. Do you remember something called the Camel Trophy?
No, I don't.
The Camel Trophy was in the 1990s. These yellow Land Rover Discovery 1s driven by the toughest dudes in the world that if they cut you off in traffic, you said sorry. And incredible car. What else from Land Rover? 1, 2 and 3. What else?
So for me, definitely 1, 2 and 3. And something that I see as a future classic. And I say that because of just how things are moving right now in terms of like the type of cars we're getting. For me, the current, like the 2023, 2024, in 10 years' time, not Discovery, the Range Rover.
Oh, Ranger, right?
The Range Rover, the big body, the Autobiography. That for me, when I look at it, I see that as a future classic because a lot of people are looking at like the Range Rover SVR. So that's where the attention is at. But the big body, they're not seeing that. And just how flush it is. For me, I just see that as a big.
So I fully agree with you. In 2023, December, just before I went on holiday, I had a couple of hours to spare and I wrote the Michael's A to V of vehicles. There was only 2 brands that I gave a perfect 10 out of 10 score to. Toyota, you got 9.5, and I love Toyota.
Mm-hmm.
Which 2 brands did I give a perfect 10 out of 10 score to?
I'm going to say Land Rover as well. What else? Land Rover and what?
Starts with a P.
Oh, Porsche.
Absolutely. I love Porsche and I love Land Rover. Without a shadow of doubt, any Land Rover today, I believe, is going to be something that we're going to cherish, but I'm going with you on that big body.
Yeah, and the engines, that's why also.
And then the luxury export to the US. This one is the toughest one. Iveco JAC would have been easier. What future classics from Lexus? Because Lexus is a new brand. They only started in the late 90s.
I just think of the LC500. I think we once spoke about it before. The sports car. The sports car, 2-door, drop top, V8 engine. That's the only one that I think of as a future classic because what I'm thinking of is already a classic, the LFA.
That car's performance, I've never driven it, but I know somebody who has. They said they believe that is the ultimate sports car. Have you had the pleasure of driving it?
No, I haven't had the pleasure of driving it.
So now what is interesting about a car like that, whatever it costs new, I think it was what, just under 2 million?
Yeah, around 1.5.
And then the price will drop and it'll drop and it'll drop. And then everybody's going to want to buy it. And then the price is going to go skyrocket. The very first Lexus that ever came out was like this big barge of a car. LS, I think it was either the LS 400 or the LS 450. You go look at it today, 4-speed auto box, pretty ugly. That's the only one I could come up with. Lexus is one of those cars. You did the right one. And then the new electric stuff or the hybrid stuff. What do you think of that?
No, a bit on the fence. You know, I don't like electric cars. So, and I don't see it will ever be a future classic electric car. For me personally.
So what resonates with me is I love the design ethos of Toyota in general at the moment. I've said before. And Lexus takes it one step further. But on this particular one, guys, we truly need your help. Lexus has us stumped. Great product. Show us what we missed.
Looking at buying a brand new car? Visit changecars.co.za and click on the Beat My Quote tab because we will beat your quote.
My name is Michael. The first letter of my name is M. So next week, we're focusing on M. What's in the M alphabet?
There's a lot. So we're actually going to do 3. We're going to do Mercedes, Mitsubishi. What's the third one that you said you want to do? Third one.
Mercedes, Mitsubishi, and RX-7, RX-8, maybe Mazda.
Okay, yeah, I see now cooking. Now there's some good cars there.
When we come to N for Nikki, you got Nissan and what else? Think about it. That's for next week.
Fair enough. I'll get you to do the N. It's fine.
Hope you enjoyed.
Keep it or change cars. We are the face and voice of motoring podcasts in South Africa.